accepted 70,000. Now, finally, here is Ushiomole pushing for, is pushing for a serious punishment or maybe capital punishment, right? For the engineers that were building those houses or properties that are collapsing and killing people. At the Senate yesterday. Watch.
But sir, like previous speakers have acknowledged, incidents of collapse of buildings and life being wasted avoidably is very rampant across the country. I think with profound respect, Mr. President, that rather than lament the consequences of official negligence, we should go to the root of the matter and tackle it at source. When I had the privilege of being a governor in Edo State, now I want to speak from my experience, I found that in the Ministry of Works, they do have engineers, civil engineers, structural engineers, architects, quantity surveyors, etc., etc. As a poor governor, you sit down there and you deal with the documents with regards to pricing, etc., etc. And in good faith, you set up a board to invite tenders and all manners of people tender. The results, sir, as I have seen in Nigeria, this is arguably one of the few countries where everybody is a civil engineer, everybody is a civil engineering contractor. Even we Senator Chiburua can put out Adams and Co. Civil Engineering Limited and bid for a sophisticated civil engineering contract. Ethics are looking at the laws. It is other federal laws that the Nigeria Institute of Architects is registered. It is other federal laws that Nigeria's Institute of Civil Engineers or of Engineers is registered. I think my brother was honored recently by one of those associations. It is other federal laws that Nigeria Institute of Quality Surveyors is registered. And even the rate they are paid are prescribed by federal laws. Therefore, I believe we have jurisdiction to go to the source, not just to lament the consequences, but to go to the source. That we amend the relevant sections of the Act establishing these institutions. Quantity surveying to deal with issue of inflation of prices. Structural engineering to deal with the issue of competence among its rank. And if things like this happen, we identify who were the supervisors and deal with it. I think we are dealing with issues of corruption, if we are to call a spade a spade.
One more.
Now, whereas these institutions exist, I'm going to round up now, they hardly do the job. Even here in Abuja, you see buildings and you wonder if they were done by competent structural engineers. Structures is extremely important. And I think we amend those laws in a way that everybody cannot wake up and set up a civil engineering company and begin to bid for contracts that is neither equipped to deal with, neither by reasons of competence or appropriate skilled engineering, structural engineering staff to deal with the issue of stability of the structure. So whereas I share everything that has been said, which in this case is within the competence of subnationals, but what we can do as a national parliament that regulate the various institutions is to see what we can do to tinker with the law such that if you design a building and you are obliged to supervise the construction, should the building collapse within a certain number of years, you are liable not only to withdraw your license, you are liable to prosecution. Again, my sympathy to the people and the government of Plateau State for the available death of this achievement.
Yes.
Boko Haram, make them come more fight. If you not come more fight, we will not go come up for here. So make them come more fight, make it finish. Allahu Akbar. I think and I say and I get power. Make them come more fight. If we not fight, we will not go. You know the year? If we no fight, we will not go. Allahu Akbar.
Yes.
Boko Haram, make them come more fight. If na not come more fight, we will not go come up for here. So make them come more fight, make it finish. Allahu Akbar. I think and I say and I get power. Make them come more fight. If we no fight, we will not go. If we no fight, we will not go. Allahu Akbar.
Yes.
Allahu Akbar. That kind of, say, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Bawiri. So on that note, I would have drawn the curtains, but I want to show you what it looks like when Kenyans, when they came for the big mouth politicians, lawmakers. Some of them had to be evacuated, disguised inside ambulance. I am going to be sharing the videos of what happened to these Nigerian criminal politicians when the shit hit the fan. And it's going to be golden. Look at them.
I have never seen such. Oh my God. Which
Mungu ni nani? Mungu ni nani, bro?
They will come for you. I just thought I should keep reminding you, okay? And some of you are counting on your security guys with their AK-47. Some of them will actually turn the gun on you. A lot of you have no idea what is coming. And I hope that what you are hoping on to tame and control it and make sure it never happens work for you. I hope, because it's not even about hoping or wishing. It's about to happen. This evening, I'm going to bring to you all the tantrums, the meltdown across all the political platforms in Nigeria. They probably know what we don't know, right? So I'll take a short break, come back and take calls. You have a chance of reacting to what we have said so far. But if you have to go, just make sure that you leave your own offering, like the broadcast, share it, okay? And when I get back, I will take calls like, the usual. I'll see you in a minute. you. Thanks so much. Do I still have a caller? I do have a caller there. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Maego.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. Sorry, I picked
Hi.
the call earlier than normal, so I thought I would probably have lost you. How are you
It's
today?
all right. I'm fine, thank you. I'm calling regarding what your obviously I've not called for a while now. My name is Carlo from London.
Brilliant, man. Olive,
Yeah.
please.
I always remind. I always keep saying for the past 2 years, like I told you, the madness that's going to start in Nigeria is going to start from up north.
Hmm.
At the
That seems
moment,
to be coming to
they are
reality now, though.
they are sieving out the religious core north
Hmm.
from the middle belt north. One like it's like a sieving. You're basically removing element that you thought you were one, and now realizing you're no longer one.
Mhm.
Buhari basically made the middle belt all the way to Kaduna realize that you guys were not northerners.
Yeah, no.
And the madness will start from there because the core north has indoctrinated their idea into these people in the middle belt. And now they are now fearless. They're going to take that up. And when they take it up, the core north will have nothing to do, whether they want to get engaged or Sokoto, Casina, or whatever they want to do, whether they engage or not engage doesn't happen. However, on the second note, the the protest they are expecting to happen next week or 2 weeks from now. Let me see what date is
I
it.
think it's starting from the
Next week
29th, just
may
about 2
not be
weeks
as
ago.
big as you expect it to be.
Hmm.
Once you have to understand when the protest wants to be big, it comes out organic. It doesn't get pre-planned like NSAS.
That's right.
NSAS started on its own. Nobody knew. Just one person said, "You know what? I had enough." Before you know, another person say, "I had the same problem." And when you pre-warn a government that you're about to have a protest, the question becomes, you're giving them ample time to prepare.
That's right. Hmm.
So
So yeah, so
anybody,
spontaneous. But
this is my own opinion.
spontaneity as well is not something that I mean, like we witnessed the NSAS protest, right? So it was like it didn't really become something huge until days later, if you remember as well.
Yes, that is
Then
what
it
I'm
started
saying.
spreading, and it
It will
started
start gradually.
spreading. Mhm.
It's a gradual process. The NSAS was sustained because when people realized, okay, this is all affecting us, people started contributing the food, the
Yes.
drinks, come on. Now, the government would have learned from that and go, you know what? If we can cut out the supply of food, people in Nigeria get tired easily. They will not stay out that long. So what I'm saying, I'm telling people that hoping that this is going to be the main thing that's going to cause a problem may not be the main thing that's going to cause a real problem. That Edo election may actually be what will spark the fire.
Because if all of
Because
us are being honest, right? 2020 and what happened actually led to 2023 and what happened. The
yes,
rage, the anger, and all of that that people actually had to carry that far, and yet they still got cheated. I would have like majority of people would have expected them to say, "Well, you know what? You said we should go and join politics. We did, and you've robbed us. Now we are no longer doing politics with you anymore."
yes,
Shake.
and for the first time, they are having an election in a place that is the heartbeat between the north and the south. Edo has a link to the middle belt all the way to the north, and has a link to the southwest and part of southeast. If he sparks off from there, it spread like wildfire across easily because everybody within there feel that part of our people get touched. So people campaigning, waiting for this to happen. That is my own opinion, like I repeat,
I know
yeah.
I'm with you.
Anybody else can have their own opinion and say it's
You are
wrong.
part of the people I was talking to that you're going to call me back in a few weeks and say, these people, they give me joy. Because I'm looking forward to that. I'm being optimistic, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not going to become so naive and pretend that this is not Nigeria we are talking about. Okay. I know that, right?
The only time this riot will pick up, to be honest with you, if this picks up, this protest is going to pick up, is when the paramilitaries, yeah, did what happened in Kenya, and when the rioters did what happened in Kenya, where if you surround any police officer of station, you don't attack it. You make the police officer feel safe, and you video it straight away, make it public.
I'm
You're
even saying,
basically
right?
telling the
I'm even
person
saying that. I'm even saying that those who are threatening people and saying it because they are coming to destroy property, they are coming to loot. Now, instead of you trying to say you want to stop people from protesting, okay, why not just form a ring and stop looters and stop vandals and let others who say they want to do their peaceful protest do their thing? You get what I mean? Like they could form vigilantes themselves, like the Kenyans did. The first time they saw that government-sponsored attackers, right? What did they do next? They formed their own ring.
Thank you. That is what I expect them to have. Once they, if you, because I have family members that have military background. The moment you assure the person carrying a gun that his life is safe,
that's it,
and his children's life is safe, he automatically removes his uniform and follows you. And because they have a military background, they will help you get your protest to where you want to get to. Most of those protests people are seeing in Kenya were done by people that have some part of my paramilitary background in a way. The most logistics was done by people that have, because they know where to protest, they knew how to organize the protest to make sure that the military were not affected. As soon as you do that,
remember they didn't even breach the parliament. They won. They were just out. And that was when they said, don't pass that bill, don't pass that bill. But the day they wanted to pass the bill, they were still out and they were watching. They said, they're about to, they passed it, so they just breached the, you are right. They were more organized. It wasn't, you are right, Baba. You are.
Yeah, because if they had attacked before the bill was passed,
they would have lost.
Say, well, you guys were causing nuisance because the bill was never passed anyway. But the moment the bill was passed, the people inside the hall have breached their own trust.
Yeah.
The military guys in between know that this is going to affect them too. So they basically let the guys continue with their business. And the guys too were clever, make sure that all the military guys, anywhere they surround them, they video it, guide them to a safe place, and tell them, go. We continue with our protest. That was why even when they're supplying them arms to shoot them, some of them refused. We're like, no, these guys are saving our own people.
Yes.
And my child could be in that one of them. And that is how they were able to galvanize themselves. So what I expect to happen is when these guys start protest next week, the government will send people to go and attack police station like they did in NSAS. They will send people to go and attack army barracks. The aim of the protesters should be to set up barricades in those areas.
Give them reason to.
Thank you. So once you put those barricades in those areas, you prevent those people from going to those places already in the first place. Then the army guys are feeling, wait, so I can just wear my uniform and join these protesters. I don't feel like anything. I'm just part of them. I will now be part of the people making the logistic arrangement. Because these guys in the army and police guide these politicians. They know where all these things happen.
They do.
And the moment they take out that uniform and they
I think this is the kind of conversation people should be having, whether the protest is going to happen or not, right? This is a sort of educative convo people should be having. Idea of what the do's and don'ts until they probably shoot and kill somebody. Then I think from that point,
politician will never shoot you. A politician will run away. But his ADCs would rely on him to want to protect him. It's your job as an ADC to protect your political. Right. If you know that your life is not at risk and your politician's life is not at risk, the protest is going on. You have no right to use your weapon. Right. So the protesters to make sure they don't give them that legitimate right to use it. Now, when they now use it wrongly and you attack the ADC or kill any police officer, there's evidence to prove that they actually did that. The only thing I will say is that this time around, you expect that the guys coming out for protest, some of them will be armed. Just letting you know after what happened with Lekki. Just watch out. Some people are going to be armed.
Even if you want to do your protest, the way they are presenting, they are making it look like the protest is about Lagos. No, it has to be all over Nigeria for those who are feeling this brunt. That's how it should be, right?
No, they have to present it that way because that is the only way. You need to find a divisive element within the protest. First, they told the idea that is people is the Eastern people against Tinubu. Now they've tried to make it the Lagos, trying to destroy Lagos. Or they're trying to say, is the North against Tinubu? They're finding different ways to create that division.
They're already doing
the aim
that.
is for the people doing the
and
protest.
It's getting higher and higher. They're already calling them terrorists. calling them bandits who want to come and protest for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
So if you do it that way, you every time they bring an idea, you counter it. You host event, they make it clear that this is you're saying is not what we want. We're protesting against hunger. Because in reality, I don't
and
see.
they are very
I don't
clear
see.
too, Baba. They said if you don't shoot us, but if at the end of the day they come out day 1 or day 2, and from nowhere the news just say they don't kill somebody, the entire thing will change right away. And I think that is when some phase 2 people. That's where some people are actually waiting for. When it doesn't get that rowdy and bloody like that, right? They don't want to get involved. So it's pretty much like on both sides. Okay. Those who are in Nigeria will use brutal forces all the time. They should be mindful of that this time. The people themselves as well should not provoke it. These are good advices, though, Baba.
Yeah, that's how it should be anyway. But thanks for what you're doing.
Thanks so much, Carl. You have a good one, okay? Let me I just lost that. I've got another caller though, right? But I lost you. Try back, okay? Keep trying, and I can pick yours next. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a task, and I'm going to need your help in the coming days. See, we are currently building a portal where we want to get everyone who is interested in our drive, right, for the Yoruba nationality. I will call it a nationalism, so to say, the Yoruba nation advocacy and all of the surrounding things that some of you have witnessed on this platform before. So now, you see this portal we are building, it's our platform where we want to sort of congregate. I've briefed you a bit about that. It is due to be delivered at the end of this month. And I'm going to need your help, right? In finalizing the funding. So I'll tell you more about that though, okay? When I bring you the content from that to share. I'll take this. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mike.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. And you?
Very well, thanks.
Good. It's Peter from Wales again.
Oh, say that again.
It's Peter from Wales.
Peter from Wales. How you doing today, Baba?
Not too bad. And you?
Surviving, just same old, man. So how is the weather in Wales today?
It's really hot. Really hot today.
Really hot. It's quite hosting here too. But it's all good. Thanks so much for being here, Baba. Please.
No problem. I've just been listening to the first caller, and talking about what the military might or might not do. And I think sometimes we just need to be careful on what we say. Now, he mentioned something about if the military feel protected, they're not gonna, they're gonna protect. I mean, sorry, did we see what? Yeah, did we see what happened at NSAS?
Nobody provoked them though. There was even a barrack close by.
Exactly. So, I mean, the politicians they're already making their intentions clear by talking about the children shouldn't go outside if they don't want to be killed. I mean,
they're already criminalizing it in their statement,
exactly.
Right? It's pretty much like people asking to go and show their displeasure about the government. They already been tagged with some dangerous tags that gives the police the right to shoot and kill them already.
So why do we think there'll be anything different? I mean, we've got people. We got people that are ruling that country like it's in the 60s and the 70s. Why are they going to do anything different? They don't know anything different to do than to do you know what I mean? So if it does, I've got a bit of skepticism because I've not seen it happen since. Obviously, I think it was the annulment of June 12th, and then the next one was NSARS. So, and these guys have taken us for a ride for so long that you just think you know, Nigerians going to react.
They are so
But
sure, they are so confident, right?